two girls, Annie and Pinky, decided to go on an adventure. After crossing over 5 miles, they arrived at a beautiful forest. They were amazed by its glory. It was indeed a wonderful place to explore. A river was flowing alongside, making the forest even more spectacular in view. The trees were standing high and had dense canopies. They would sway all day long, producing a pleasant breeze. It was the most fitting location that Annie and Pinky had ever seen. Annie said, "I can't believe this. It's such a breathtaking place." Pinky said, "Is this the place which can be called heaven? It's splendid." But little did they know what was about to happen. While they were busy with praising the nature and its wonders, all of a sudden an unfamiliar voice came echoing from nearby. This strange voice startled the ladies. They got scared. Annie said, "Where is this voice coming from?" "I guess it's coming from the right side of the forest," said Pinky. "Oh, it's a very dreadful voice, isn't it? It seems as if someone is caught in danger." "Yes, we must go and have a look," Pinky said, and started rushing towards the voice. Annie clasped Pinky's arm, stopped her, and said, "Wait! Safety comes first, Mother always says. We don't know what is lying ahead. If we go over there, then we must first be watchful. We have to make sure our safety first. It can also potentially be a trap being laid for both of us. Never trust anything right away and blindly." Pinky said, "Alright then, in that case we will carry the sticks along, and if we sense any danger we will flee from there." "Yes, it's better to be prepared and not leaving the things on chance," said Annie. They set off to a cluster of bushes and chopped some thorny sticks to carry along for safety. "Alright, keep walking to the right and I will stick to the left," said Annie. "Keep your voice low and duck down so that we won't be noticed by anyone." The screams kept becoming touching. The two ladies set off towards the site. They reached the nearby road. They stealthily kept creeping ahead until they got to a point wherefrom they could see a long way through. They kept looking out in wonder to decipher what the matter was. Soon, in the blink of an eye, they spotted a young boy lying flat on the road, and a huge tree has fallen over him. The two ladies thought it kindly to go and rescue him. As they got very close to the boy, they found that he had got wedged underneath that fallen tree. The tree was all over him and he was scrambling to move his body, and was screaming in excruciating pain. One of the girls said, "Don't panic, dear, we will get this tree off you. Just have a little bit of courage. This will certainly pain you, but it shall surely liberate you in the end." However, they themselves realized that it was going to be quite an arduous task to help him out. Now they started to make their first move. The two girls held on to his head side and tried pulling him backwards, but they couldn't free him just by pulling back. They also tried other ways round, like lifting the tree up a bit. Almost 10 minutes passed by. They have failed in every attempt. Apparently, nothing seemed to work. But failing was surely not an option. They had to think of an alternative plan. It was going to be the test of their courage and the boy's endurance. The younger lady came up with an idea. She said that the only way out was to chop the tree on the other end to lower its weight and to make it lighter so that we can lift it in our hands. Luckily, they had an axe in their backpack. They got it out and chopped the ends on the either side. The tree became quite lighter and easier to handle. The two ladies lifted the tree above the ground on one side and placed a big log underneath to keep it raised. Then they went across to the other end and did the same. The tree was now on two spouting logs. The girls swiftly came around the boy, gently clutched his shoulders and dislodged him from the tree. "Now we must move him to the side," Annie said. They moved him to the side of the road. The boy was terribly frightened and he was shivering. One of the ladies arranged a heap of hay and lit the fire to keep the boy warm, while as the other one rushed to the nearby stream and filled her bottle full of water. She came back quickly and offered water to the boy. The boy had got exhausted to such an extent that he couldn't even hold the bottle in his hands. Then the girl opened the lid of the bottle and started pouring it into his mouth. The boy felt relieved and he thanked both the girls. Now another challenge for them was to carry the boy to any nearby hospital. They went back to the woods and gathered some thick and strong sticks. They brought the sticks to the road and stacked them together and bundled them up by tightly wrapping them with a rope. "Oh, it looks like a stretcher now," said one of the ladies. They lifted the boy on their hands and put him flat on the stretcher. Then they carried him towards the hospital. The doctors examined him thoroughly and treated his wounds. The boy thanked the girls once again. They had shown such an exemplary act of kindness and bravery. The two girls dropped the boy back to his home and they walked back to the Sam Forest to carry on with the adventure.